So Assassin's Creed Valhalla Siege of Paris DLC is finally out, and today we're going to take a look at all the new outfits, new weapons, and everything that is available on this DLC for absolutely free. Now the outfit that you guys are seeing here is basically called as the Paladin set, and the cloak is one of the best cloaks that you currently have in the game so far, or at least that is what my personal opinion is. I love it so far, and we have a bunch of new one-handed swords as well as different new weapons, weapon types that we've never seen before in the game so far. And we also have a bear mount. If you guys can take a look at this, this is also going to be free for anyone that owns the expansion, so you don't really have to spend any microtransactions or opal credits in order to get this item. And I do understand that Ubisoft has literally just released the bear skin on the microtransaction store, which is a white bear, I believe. Now if you take a look at this, this is basically how the cloak looks, and I'll also put the location of where you can find all of these different gear sets on the screen. Now you can basically just pause the video right here, or you can even take a screenshot so that you guys know exactly where to find all of these items. Now since I purchased the map pack, it means that I can see all the locations of all the treasures as well as everything that you can collect in the game. So I'm just going to share this with you guys. So once you get to all of these locations, it is pretty much self-explanatory on how you can find all of these gear items and all the chests. It's not very hard, it's very simple. Of course, all the gear items are indeed very simple to find. Now if you go down to the inventory here, you guys can actually see the perks. Now I've got to say though, the Paladin's armor set is pretty bad when it comes to the perks. It's nothing special at all. I'm not a huge fan of this. And if you take a look at the perks here, the first one is melee attack consumes more stamina and deals more damage. So you're basically going to be losing a lot of stamina, and when it comes to damage, it is still not up to the mark, so it's not really that worth it. And the second one is also pretty basic, where it basically just gives you an additional adrenaline charge bonus, and also when you're using the shield, it consumes less stamina when you're blocking your enemies. So the first one we're going to take a look at is the Durendal sword. If you go ahead, and I'll just show you guys how this one looks. It's pretty thin, and this is something I was really looking forward to. And the second one-handed sword that you will receive in the game is this one right here. So you will basically receive this in one of the chests that I've shown in the screenshot. And I've got to say that the perks on this thing is absolutely nuts, because this poisons your weapons after 5 successful heavy hits. And of course, remember, if you're using this with the Paladins, heavy hits is basically going to drain your stamina all the way to 0. So you have to keep that in mind. And the next weapon we have here is the Scythe. And I've got to say though, I actually did enjoy playing with the Scythe build here. I'm going to just equip a multiple scythe, and overall you're going to be getting a total of 4 different scythes in the game, and you're going to get all these items by opening all the chests that I've shown in the screenshot here. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how all the different scythe looks. And bloodied scythe, I haven't really upgraded this one to the max because I don't have enough gold ingots, and I've basically unlocked all the other scythes, and I'm also upgraded them so you guys can take a look at how it looks. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how the scythe basically works as well. So if you go ahead and swing this around, you can actually see that the animations is completely different from what we have with other weapons, and I really do like it, but at the same time, it's not up to the mark. When it comes to one-handed swords, I prefer playing with the one-handed swords here. And if you hold the L1 key, and this is basically how your player is going to act. It's all weird. It also drains a lot of stamina, and the scythe, it's not very good when it comes to damage as well. So I'm not a very big fan of it, but when it comes to the looks, it looks absolutely fantastic. So there's something that I really love doing, which is to just wield one sword and not the other one, because when it comes to animations using the one sword, it actually looks pretty damn cool. But when you have like the dual swords of the one-handed swords, then the animation is pretty basic, to be honest. So this is basically what you guys are going to be getting for absolutely free if you have the Siege of Paris expansion. And to be honest though, I absolutely loved this expansion. The story mode is pretty good. Everything is so good. Everything feels completely different. And for the first time, Assassin's Creed Valhalla feels like an Assassin's Creed game after this expansion. And I honestly do believe that Ubisoft goes through this line and they don't make this game too much of an RPG and try to stick to their roots on how Assassin's Creed games are supposed to be, because the black box missions that they've just introduced is it's just amazing. It's just amazing. I just cannot explain on how good the black box missions really are. So the bear mount here, as you guys can see, the animation is way better compared to the other mounts that we have so far. I did not like the lion mounts or the cougar mount that Ubisoft released. The animations were pretty clinky and it felt like the mount was not really running fast enough for some reason, but then it's the same speed anyways. But still, when it comes to animations, I wasn't really satisfied with that. So at the end of the day, the Siege of Paris DLC is absolutely worth it in my eyes. So let me know down below in the comments, are you guys going to be playing the Siege of Paris, or are you guys still confused on whether you have to buy the expansion or not? And what do you guys think about this armor? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say and also read every single one of your comments. And like you guys already know, I love to keep all of my videos as short as possible without really having to drag my videos all the way to 10 minutes long. And making these short videos basically means that YouTube does not support them because it does not generate a lot of ad revenue. So if you guys could just support these videos by simply just dropping a like, that would really mean a lot. So please just take a few seconds of your time and show your support. And also, if you guys are looking for a YouTube channel that covers everything you basically need about Assassin's Creed, as well as all the other games, open world games and stuff like that, then make sure to go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and the most important step of all, make sure that you guys are setting your notification settings to all, because if you don't do that, then the broadcast YouTube platform, they don't send you guys the notifications of my daily videos. So make sure you guys do it. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.